Hey Karen. Alright, video number 2. So, same thing. I'm going to walk you through the exercise. Just hit pause on the video while you do it and then hit play to go on to your next exercise. So I'm going to have you start off, grab one of your weights, probably one of your heavier weights, and you're just going to hold it at your chest, and we're just going to do a set of walking lunges. So we're going to take a step forward, shift that weight forward into that leg, stand up tall. So again, we're going to step forward, shifting our weight forward into that front heel. Back leg stays straight, standing up tall. So I'm going to have you do 12 steps one direction on one leg, 12 steps in the opposite direction. So again, you can alternate, but you want to do 12 to 15 lunges on each leg, alternating legs as you walk. So you can do down a hallway, whatever you want. Hit pause, and then moving on, coming back to me. All right, we're going to use this band quite a bit for this next little bit. So, grab one of your bands, and it might be a little trickier for you because I'm not sure exactly how long your band is. We're going to do a set of bicep curls. So if you can, I'm going to have you step on the band in the middle, and then we're just going to curl up with your foot on the band. Make sure that your foot is securely on the band so that it can't pop up off of your toe and hit you in the nose. If your band is not long enough to stand on it and curl, go back to locking it in the door, putting that little knot in the middle, and just lock it in the door lower than where your row was, and you can still bicep curl with that band in the door. So again, you can stand on it or lock it in the door, but holding on, and again, I know yours doesn't have handles, but just grab the band to curl with. All right, 12 to 15, bicep curls. All right, we're going to move that band into the door, and we're going to put it up pretty high, almost towards the top. And again, make sure your door's shut before you start rowing on it. And we're going to lock our elbows in at our side. We're going to do our tricep press downs, just like we do on that black and red rope at the gym. So elbows are going to be locked in, palms are facing each other. We're pressing straight down and curling up. Press it down and curl. 12 to 15, right there. Perfect. All right, your next exercise is going to be an ab rotation with the band. So lock that band in the door about sternum belly button height, and we're only going to hold on to one of the handles. So the other one can just kind of hang. You're going to hold on to it with both hands, and I want you to step away so the band is straight. It has a little bit of tension, but not a ton. What essentially you don't want slack in it. Tall posture, keep your core strong, and again, drop your shoulder blades down. So we don't want to be shrugged up, we want to be dropped down. And your knees soft, we don't want them locked out, but we also don't want to hold a squat. We're just going to exhale, rotate away from that door, and come back to the center. Exhale away, and inhale back. You're going to go 12 to 15 on each side. So do one direction, and then turn around, and do the opposite direction. Go ahead and hit pause, and get started. All right, your next exercise with your weights. So a lighter set, but with your weights, one in each hand, and you can have a seat for this so that you have some back support, or you can do it standing, it's your choice. We're just gonna do a half shoulder press. So I don't want you going all the way up. We're just gonna stand up tall, again, keep your core strong, or you can sit. Arms right here, exhale, press up, so that your elbow is about shoulder height, maybe a tiny bit higher. You just don't need to go all the way up to the top and back down. Exhale as you press, inhale coming down. Exhale, press, inhale down. Alternating arms, 12 to 15 per arm. Go ahead and hit pause and do those sets. All right, move that band in the door for me again. Back up pretty high. Band's not quite even, but that's okay. Okay, and from here, I want that band as high as you can get it in the door so that you're having to kind of reach up for it. And from here, again, step away so that the band is straight and your arms are straight, and we're going to pull high to low. So reaching up towards the top of the door, pull those elbows down and back. Again, when you pull down, don't shrug your shoulders up. Really drop your shoulder blades down your back like you're pinching your shoulder blades together. Inhale as you reach, Exhale as you row. Keep that going. 12 to 15. Good. Chest press is next. All right. So with your weights, I'm going to have you lay down on the floor for me. Or you can lay down on the sofa, whatever you prefer. Here comes my trusty friend and helper again. So laying down nice and flat. Maggie, lay down. Sit. Good. Down. Stay. Laying down nice and flat with your back neutral and your hips down. Palms facing in, so your palms are facing each other. We're going to press straight up and together, right back down to our rib cage. Press straight up and down. Exhale as you press to the ceiling. Inhale as you bring your elbows back down for me. So again, palms are going to be facing each other as you press and lower. Good girl, thank you for helping. All right, we're going to stay on the floor. And again, I want you using, I forget if you have 2 sets of weights, a lighter one and a heavier one. If you do, I want you to grab the lighter set for this next one, and we're going to go into a chest fly. So the lightest weights you have, we're going to start on the floor. Come on this side, Maggie. Hey, come over here. Come over here. Come on. There we go. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Okay. Palms are going to be still facing each other, but we're going to soften our elbows a little bit here. We're going to exhale and open out to the side and come up. No. Coming up in together. So inhale, open wide, and exhale, hug up and together. So think about wrapping your arms around a tree trunk as you do this. So again, we're just going to open as wide as what feels comfortable, and then bring those hands up and together. Nice inhale as you open out, and exhale as you come back up and together. Go ahead and hit pause. Give me 12 to 15 of those nice flies. You're so helpful, Maggie. All right. Go ahead and coming back up. We're going to go back to a little bit of leg work here. So grabbing one weight. Yep. Grabbing one weight, keeping it at your chest. We're going to just do some standing squats. Or you can do it with a chair behind you so you have something to kind of reach towards. But weight at your chest. We're just going to sit back in those hips, keep the weight in your heels. Exhale as you stand up tall, squeezing those glutes. So inhale back, and exhale, press it up. Keep that going. Inhale down, exhale, press. 12 to 15 squats like that. If you want to do it with a chair, again, stand in front of the chair and just think about tapping back to the chair and coming up. Reaching back, pressing up. Awesome. 12 to 15, get that going. All right, Karen. Next exercise we're going to do here is I'm going to have you either standing with your arms against the wall or holding onto the back of a chair. What you're going to do is you're going to extend your one leg straight behind you. And then I want you to kind of cross it to the opposite side. So I'm with my left leg straight back. I'm going to take my left leg to the right side. Lift that leg and tap out wide to the left. Lift that leg and tap wide to the right. So we're just kind of creating like a semicircle with that leg. Again, you can hold on to the wall or a chair, but we're going to start wide. We're going to lift and tap to the side. Lift and tap out to the opposite side. And you're going to do that on both sides. So tap wide, lift, tap wide, lift, tap wide. 12 to 15 on each leg. All right, we're going to come back down on the ground for your next set of exercises. And again, this time though, we're going to be laying on our side. So laying down on our side, we're going to bend our knees. Nope. Come over here, Maggie. Sit, sit, stay. So laying down on our side, knees are going to be bent, keeping our core strong. We're just going to open that knee and close that knee. So we're just going to do a set of clams. 12 to 15 clams for me right there. As you do this, make sure you try to keep your hips stacked. So as you lift that leg, you're not kind of rotating back or rocking forward. It's just pure hip abduction, adduction. 12 to 15. All right, next exercise is going to be a cat-cow. So what you're going to do is hands under shoulders, knees under hips. It's just spinal and shoulder work. So we're just working to kind of open up that back and that shoulders. So come into a neutral spine, and to start, just take 3 deep breaths right here. So as you inhale, I want you to feel that belly expand. As you exhale, feel that core get tight and push all that air out. So do 3 deep breaths just like that. All right, then we're going to actually move into the work. So as you exhale, I want you to arch that spine up. Really drop your head, lifting that spine as high as you can. And then rotate down, lifting your head, lift your tailbone. Let that back really drop. Exhale, arch up. Think about like a mad cat on Halloween, really lifting through that back. And then reversing it, letting your head and tailbone come up. I want you to do that 10 times for me, just moving through that spine so that you're really getting all that fluid work through that spine, keeping each vertebrae moving individually. All right. From here, again, we're kind of working in some stretches here. I want you to bring your feet together and step your knees a little bit wider apart. And we're just going to sit back into our heels, reach our arms forward, and really drop our chest and our head down to the floor. So again, heels are together, knees are wide, and just sitting back into those heels with your hips, stretching out long through your chest, your shoulder blade, and your back. I want you to hold right here and just count to 10. 10 nice, slow, deep breaths. Coming on up for your last exercise here for this set. Standing up really, really tall for me. I want you to stretch up to the ceiling as high as you can. And then I just want you to roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. So tuck your head first. And then slowly roll down, reaching for those toes. I want you to hold here for me for a couple deep breaths. So just give me 2 or 3 deep breaths, and then slowly round that spine up, 1 vertebrae at a time into tall, tall posture. We're going to do 5 of these. So again, standing up really tall, stretch to the ceiling as high as you can, and then hands come down. Tuck your chin to your chest first. So tall posture, chin to your chest, and slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time, reaching for those toes, and just kind of hold. Let everything relax. Take 2 to 3 really good deep breaths, and then slowly round that spine up, 1 vertebrae at a time, rolling our shoulders back, lifting our head up. Perfect. Run through all that one more time, and that will be your second workout.